Guys, yes, I have a scary story. Actually, a couple of scary stories. Two, and it's in this house. First time we moved in here, I live in a small town in Connecticut. I mean, very small. I don't mean oh, you think it's small, but this is a small Connecticut town. So, keep that in mind, because things happen in small towns more than cities. I disagree with that. I think both, but more cities. But we keep thinking about it. So, if you hear my voice, I am sorry. I have a sore throat kicking in. So, it's going on for months. I'm a little sick, but I'm coming down. I'm getting out off of it, and I'm getting the apple cider stuff, and it's going to help your immune system instead of taking medicine. I hate taking medicine, so I'm going to do it naturally. And I know certain things the government doesn't like that, but I don't care. So, talking about the ghost hunting, the ghost stuff. So my eyebrows were not looking good. This is where the bathroom is. Like on the next room over is the bathroom. And if you don't know me, I have a small bladder issue. I have to go to pee non-stopping. It's ridiculous, especially after you get pregnant twice and a woman jump on like that. You need to go pee a lot. So when we moved in here, every time I get up, I lay right here. Easier to go to the bathroom, obviously. Every time, and you see my front door. I show you. Oh, you see the window? It's every time for 2 weeks. Somebody's doing this to doing that, but there's nobody there. I feel somebody watching me. So I feel like it's like somebody, yes, creepy, but it's not a peeping time because I know there's nobody there. And I'm looking at the door too. I can see through the door. There's nobody there. And anyways, on my wall, you can see if somebody's really standing there because there's a shadow on my wall. There's nothing. Right now, there's like a reef, but that's different. But it kept happening and happening. And this house, I know there's friendly spirits in here. I see orbs all the time. Nobody is doing anything. You just see orbs, not a big deal. Orbs won't do anything. But my outside, that's another issue. So, 2 years after I moved in here, so my husband and his friend is outside at 3 o'clock in the morning. Yes, sorry, I don't know what my kid was talking about. So, we were outside we was having a big fire, and my husband did not say anything to me before this. He actually did after, but then I heard a fucking scream. I don't mean like playing. I mean like somebody is getting murdered or like getting hurt. So, and then Joe looked at me. He's like, "You heard that too?" I heard it twice. I heard it once. And then Carl didn't. My friend on the front, the Carl, that's his name, didn't hear it at all. So me and Joe, my husband, Joe did, did. And I'm like, okay, that's weird. But I didn't think about anything else. And I was like, in my head, I was like, I know there's people live over there and like that. I never heard girls there too, but I'm like, maybe they played a game and went too far and then they started screaming. I don't know. But we heard it, that was 2 times. So I was like, okay, odd. Whoopity-doo. But a couple years after that, I started hearing, we was outside again, on this side now, a fire in February, in the nicest, if you live in New England, and you are in February having a nice night, I mean, you can have your shoes off, you can have like a sleeveless shirt on. That's how nice was it. It was like in the 70s in February that year. So, okay, wait a minute. So, back where I was talking about. So, we was outside in February. My husband walked in. He had a phone call. He went inside to talk. It was around 9 or 10. Late. I started hearing, help me. And I'm like, I looked out, I just looked around. I'm like, okay, nobody's here. Maybe I was like, then I got this, help me! Scream, like, getting louder. I'm like, okay. I walked over, like, where I think I heard it. I was like, I had a flashlight. I'm not looking in the woods. Oh, hell no. So I didn't see nobody. I had a flashlight. I was looking. Went back where I was going. Then I got this, help me! Screaming it. Freaking ran in the house. Told my husband, like, there's somebody outside. Needs help. That's what I said. But in my mind, I know there was nobody there. By the fact I had a feeling it was a spirit. I was like, I'm like, okay, I'm like, first of all, like, I felt like, you know how that, like, novice feeling you would get? That's what I was getting. And I knew it was trying to get me over near the woods. And I'm like, no thank you. I went, something right here, like a log. I was right there looking with the flashlight. I'm like, I'm like, something's not right. I'm like, I need something. I said, I'm not looking anymore. I went back to the fire, then heard that. And I'm like, and when he ran out and was searching. And I'm like, he didn't find nobody. It was a woman screaming. And I didn't feel like it was a positive spirit. I felt it was negative. Trying to lure me into the woods. It's like, come and take this. Come. Because I know you're very curious. I'm very a curious person. But I know when I know to not go. I'm like, yeah, no thank you. No thank you. So I have more stories. And then I'm going to be cooking. So see you next clip.